What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome back to the Realistic Rebuild series, where today we're going to be taking a look at the top requested team on my Discord. We're going through a bunch of different avenues to help decide what we do for this series. Sometimes it's on Twitter, sometimes it's on Patreon, sometimes it's on my Discord if you want to get involved. Sometimes it's also in the YouTube comment section. But if you want to get involved on all those platforms, make sure you follow me on Twitter, support me on the Patreon if you want to go above and beyond, or also check out the Discord. We got almost 1,000 people in that Discord chat. It's a great spot to talk football, fantasy football, and everything in between, including my Madden videos. So we're going to be doing the Detroit Lions, a very interesting team. 75 overall. They're one of the lowest rated teams in the game. They're a team much like the Indianapolis Colts, who we were able to find some success with here in Madden 20. I have deemed cursed. And a part of that, like the three big right off the cuff cursed teams for rebuilding have been the Colts, Lions, and Panthers. I don't know why. It's just been a thing. Real hard on the animal teams, especially when they're on the four-legged variety, I suppose. So yeah, we're gonna break down this roster. We're gonna be looking to make this team into a legit contender. You got Matt Patricia, breaking off the old Bill Belichick coaching tree. Hopefully, can get some of that Patriot success. So as we get ready to jump into this team, I need to always start by saying nowadays, smash that like button if you are enjoying the rebuilds. If you're hyped that we're doing the Detroit Lions, the likes on these videos help them do a lot better. When I say I don't ask for likes, like just day and night. I didn't ask for likes on the Colts video. I got like 50,000 views. Asked for likes on the Cardinals video, got like 150,000 views because we got like 6,000 likes. So the likes are huge. Subscribe if all that nonsense, all that YouTuber stuff. Let's get a look at this Lions team that we are going to be trying to rebuild here. So we have Matt Stafford at quarterback. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I'm not a huge fan of looking at it from that side. I like using the old school way. So we have Matt Stafford at quarterback. Huge contract. He's 31, 79, only a star dev. Not gonna lie, probably got to move on from him unless he plays really, really well in the sim. I've actually seen him win the MVP once throughout all the I've played of Madden 20 so far, which hasn't been a whole lot, but I don't think I saw him win the MVP at all in Madden 19. The fact that I'm pretty sure I've seen it at least once here gives me hope that we can rock and roll with Matt Stafford, because I just feel like it'd be right. He's been a pretty goddamn good quarterback to finally win something with him. Oh. All right, that's the quarterback room. At running back, we have Kerryon Johnson. Hopefully, he's going to be our franchise running back. 81 star. He's 22. He should develop very, very well. We're going to utilize him in a bunch of ways. Some good depth behind him. And CJ Anderson, obviously, many people remember how he went off for the Rams last season. Zach Zenner's a nice little utility option out of South Dakota State. So, but it's the Kerryon Johnson show. He's going to be our lead back, third down back, and everything in between. At wide receiver, okay, so we have Marvin Jones Jr., solid. He's 86, but he is a 29. Star dev is good, but he's going to start regressing sooner than later. I'm not going to lie. Don't know if he's going to make it on to a new contract with our team, but Kenny Golladay is a monster. 83 overall, star dev, 6'4", out of Northern Illinois, 25, so he's a perfect age for these rebuilds. I remember Kenny Golladay during the Combine when he was running the wide receiver drills. I didn't really take note of him before, like pre-Combine, but just watching him in the drills, I was like, this guy is going to be legit, and he has been outstanding for the Detroit Lions. I think he's going to be huge. He's going to be pivotal for us to try to win anything in this rebuild. Amendola's super old. He's not going to be here long. They got Curse. He's just kind of a camp body. Fulham out of Old Dominion. For whatever reason, I've seen this guy make the Pro Bowl a bunch of times on special teams. Why? I don't know. I never really known him to be much of a return man. So we're actually going to try and get him snaps. I'll give him snaps over Curse and Amendola just because we have to try and see if we can get one of these young guys to catch on. Brandon Powell, let's go Gators. Tight end, we got Jesse James. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be moving on from that contract as soon as I can because for whatever reason, two tight ends don't mesh well in rebuilds. They don't just in the sim in general. And we have TJ Hockenson, a guy that's been labeled the next Gronkowski, sitting behind him. He's going to get all of our snaps. And then there's a lot of depth there. Nada, pretty good out of Georgia. Logan Thomas, converted quarterback. Offensive line, Taylor Decker, 76 overall, star dev, should be our franchise tackle. We're going to need to sort out the guard spot. But we got Frank Ragnow, first round pick last year, 79 star. He is going to be, here for the entire rebuild, which is good. Graham Glasgow's a 75. He's 27. He'll be like an all right kind of placeholder until we eventually have to look at replacing him. We got Rick Wagner at right tackle. Again, another guy, his dev trait is normal. That's not good. Probably going to want to move on for him sooner than later. But at least we have, two offensive linemen in Taylor Decker and Frank Ragnow already solidified for the rebuild, so we don't have to really worry about three of the spots. Defensively, this is where you definitely have seen Matt Patricia slowly start to shape this defense into a legit one. We have Deshaun Hand, 23, 79 with a star dev. There we go. Locked and loaded. He is going to be a franchise player there. Right defensive end, they got Trey Flowers, who they paid ridiculous money to come over from the New England Patriots, but he's going to be really good. He's 26. That's a really good age for our rebuild. So we pretty much aren't got to touch the defensive end position the whole time. Inside, they got Snacks Harrison, who's 30. Really, really good. Hopefully he doesn't regress too bad. We can get 3 years out of him. They just recently acquired Mike Daniels from the New England Patriots. And by New England Patriots, what? They just recently acquired Mike Daniels, who played defensive end for the Green Bay Packers, divisional rival. And he's going to play D-tackle in our scheme. He's 30. Now, it's a good playmaker. It is a little annoying because it is going to take away from the amount of snaps A'Shawn Robinson can get. I feel like what I'm going to do, just to see, because he's a 77. We'll see if we can get anything from Mike Daniels. We'll see what we can get for A'Shawn. There's just no point of having two of them. It doesn't make sense to really trade Mike Daniels. But, I mean, that could happen. Mike Daniels just made an impulse decision to sign with Detroit, probably to get back at Green Bay. Reality, they might not work out, and you might want to try to shift him elsewhere. Outside linebackers. So we're going to actually rock with Tavai. A little bit of a surprise pick. I think he was in the second or third round out of Hawaii. But he's a 72. He was a middle linebacker. I'm going to move him to outside. He will start along with Jared Davis, Gator made. And we got Christian Jones for the time being. But I'm hoping that we got left outside and middle linebacker all solidified for this rebuild. We can develop both Tavai and Davis. And then we don't have to worry about the right outside linebacker spot. In the secondary, we got big play Slay, one of the better corners in the National Football League, 89 superstar, but he is 28, so we got to utilize him while he's still in his prime. Outside of that, I mean, Coleman should be okay. They got Ford here. He's a 72 normal. Does Coleman at least have a good depth trait? Ugh. Jalen Tabor, 68, Gator made. Mari Oriar. I mean, there's a lot of guys in the secondary, but this is definitely the most uncertain position group just because there's no real developmental guys. None of these guys have great dev traits. Unless we can earn one. You can always earn one. But we got Darius Slay for the time being. We're going to ride him into the ground. Free safety, Tracy Walker. I know he graded out like crazy from Pro Football Focus. Maybe we can develop him. 72 normal. We'll see. We'll give him the snaps. We'll give him an opportunity. You have Diggs here, 26, 79. He should be our long-term starter at strong safety, and our special teams unit is average. We'll try and improve that as the rebuild goes. But that is this is a very interesting roster. Lots of veterans and some good young guys at key positions. It's going to be a fun rebuild to see if we can win the first ever Super Bowl in franchise history for the Detroit Lions. So let's get it. All right, so looking at some trades here for Mike Daniels. Just, he's 30. It's just not going to work out. It's just not going to work out. There's some finesse trades we could, like a second, a fifth, that he won't get that on the open market. A third's even a little ridiculous, but I'll take that. I'll take a third-round pick from the Tennessee Titans. Get him out of the NFC. So I did make one very quick change before we started the season. It's a little bit of an OP move, but at free safety or strong safety, one of the two, Obi Melifonwu, we already know he's a beast, was available. For our scheme, I'm actually going to make him a middle linebacker, and he's going to be our subset linebacker because right now, Jared Davis was like a 68. He was going to be our best sub linebacker. Bringing Melifonwu, he's actually goes up to a 70 overall. So, hey, why not have a little bit of a revival project here and make Melifonwu one of the best young defensive weapons in the National Football League. So, at the midway point of year one, 5-3 are your Detroit Lions. That's a game back of the Green Bay Packers for the NFC North lead. I'll take that, man, every day of the week. That is a great opening start. So looking at contracts, Amendola, absolutely not. You're gone. Anderson is solid depth, but you're gone. Curse gone. Melvin gone. A'Shawn Robinson, well, we pretty much shipped away a 90 overall D tackle so that you could stay here and develop. So we very much want to retain you. Thank you very much. I don't really know, fellas. I mean, there's the Savage guy. Tom Savage, a 56 over. I love Tom Savage. I love Tom Savage literally probably more than his own wife does. But $10 million a year contract total. That's, what's that? That's a lot. That's $8 million guaranteed for a 56 overall quarterback. Other than that, man, we got some solid depth, but these guys want to get paid. I don't know about all this. $7 million for Zach Stenner. Grow up. 76, 77. Well, if Glasgow takes this offer, we'll give him he's solid depth at guard. There we go. So other than that, everyone else, frig off. All right, we're bringing it here to week 17. Home against the Packers. Winner wins the division. This is huge. Not gonna lie, I honestly expected the record to be inverse at this point, 5-10. But Matt Stafford's been slinging that rock. He had 5 touchdowns in week 15, actually. So he's on fire right now. And in the week 17, we went barely. Oh, look at that rematch right away. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Either way, we make the playoffs. But we're the division winners, and we play the Green Bay Packers right away. I'll take that, though. NFC North, right off the rep. You're 1-1. Couldn't have got a better start. Let's see what we got. The upgrades here. We'll do that after. You guys don't need to see that. We got some nice upgrades here. Looking at the regular season stats. My God. I told you. My eyes weren't deceiving me. Matt Stafford is not horse. You know what? Try not to get demonetized here. 3,800 passing yards, 37 touchdowns to 9 picks for Stafford. Finally, he is good in the Madden. Does this mean Cam Newton's going to be good in the sim? I don't know. Kerryon Johnson, 1,400 yards and 12 touchdowns. That is huge. Shout out to Not the Expert. This Auburn grad has been sensational. 90 yards a game. Building that offensive line was key. Kenny Golladay, 70 catches. I mean, we had no 1,000-yard receivers, but I'll take 950 and 12 every single season. 750 and 8 from TJ Hockenson, the rookie out of Iowa. Really, really good. Amendola, I mean, screw off. Who cares about Danny Amendola, right? Defensively, Obi Melif. There you go. Genius. I'm a genius. Took Obi Melifanu off the streets as a safety, made a middle linebacker, came in 98 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, a sack, 5 interceptions. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you want a little tips and tricks for Madden 20, get Obi Melifanu, make him your sub linebacker. He is sensational. We got 7.5 sacks. What? Snacks Harrison leading the team in sacks. Never thought I'd say that. The TFLs are great. 19 TFLs, 6 sacks from Trey Flowers. Sacks could be up, to be honest with you, but the TFLs and that stuff for Flowers kind of make his contract look all right. Melifanu led team 5 picks. 4 picks from Coleman. Looks like a good investment, bringing him over from the Seattle Seahawks. Big play Slay with 2 picks. Looking at the yearly awards, MVP went to Drew Brees with, okay, no way. Let me see for a sec. There's no way Matt Stafford throws 37 touchdowns. It doesn't even make, I mean, he is 7th, I guess, in the NFL. Oh my God. Look at these numbers. Okay, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Coach of the year, Anthony Lynn. Matt Patricia, top 5. Top 5, we're getting there. We're building a program here. Drew Brees, offensive player of the year. Kerryon Johnson at 8. Stafford at 9. Defensive player of the year went to Khalil Mack. Obi Melifanu coming in at number 6. Offensive rookie of the year went to Kyler Murray. TJ Hockenson, runner-up at number 2. Defensive rookie of the year went to Byron Murphy. Tavai coming in at number 8. So we have some pretty good individual success here, as well as team success winning the division. So we got this huge wild card home game against the Packers, a rematch of week 17. Fingers crossed we can win. All right, let's go Stafford. Let's put those 37 tutties in the sim and beat the Packers. That'd be like the greatest way to start this rebuild, is knocking Mr. Rogers. Oh, it's not looking good though. Knock Aaron Rodgers out of the playoffs in our first run after just straight up beating them week 17 for the div title. I mean, we're looking okay. We're not getting blown out. If they get a touchdown here, this game's over. And they did. It's over. I have no confidence whatsoever in this team. I'm smelling the curse. It's just rearing up its ugly head right now. I mean, a touchdown keeps us in it. Gets us a lead. 1 point lead in the fourth quarter. We have a lead. We are playing with the lead, ladies and gentlemen. And it's gone. But we got 3 minutes. We have the ball. Matt Stafford memes. You know that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to see that lead you have there. It'd be bad if someone made a comeback. You know those memes? And he couldn't do it. Oh, he couldn't do it. Matt Stafford is garbage. So we fall to the Packers. It's annoying. Let's see. What's the reason why we lost? Stafford wasn't bad. Could have had more touchdowns. Could have outdueled Aaron Rodgers. That would have been good. Our run game, we had a better run game. 80, better there. We can't give up that kind of stat line to Scatling. Amendola, playoff Amendola. Let's be honest. As much as we kind of crapped on Amendola, he is really good in the playoffs, and that shows. I mean, defensively, we got 1 sack. Defensively, they got 1 sack. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what the difference maker. What was the deciding factor here? They were a little bit better on 3rd down. We were better in the red. Like, how did we lose this game? We had more penalties. Time of possession was pretty much the same. You know how we lost this game? Let's put on our John Madden here. The other team scored more points, so you're gonna lose the game when the other team scores more points. That's how we lost this game. So looking at our draft class here, very good draft class. understanding just the whole ratings curve and stuff like that. So the first round, we get a 73 wide receiver that had a hidden dev trait, which we made Laviska Shenault Jr., the wide receiver from Colorado, 6'2", 220 pounds. We got 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 82 catching, 82 short route running. Very, very physical, great with the balls in his hands. Oh, phrase. But, think of literally, he's like a big body. He plays kind of like a big-bodied Golden Tate, so he has good ball carrier vision and carrying and stuff like that. And then the second round, we got a 73 normal dev corner, but which we made Paulson Adebo from Stanford, I think, in college football right now, one of the most underrated corner prospects, and should be rising up boards. Right now, not enough people are talking about him. I think he could sneak in the first, but definitely in the second round, so it really fit with this Detroit Lions pick. 93 speed, 90 acceleration, 75 man, 71 zone. Pretty solid option. Might have an opportunity to start like Shenault. Rest of the draft, again, with the rule of thumb, there's no other modified prospects or anything like that, but 65 or above is a great pick. So we got two tackles that were both 65. We got a left guard that was a 67. We got in the middle linebacker 68 overall. Like all these guys right here were like in the top 100 prospects. So considering where we got them, okay, we whiffed on the last two picks. But overall, one of my better drafts we've had so far here in Madden 20 in the rebuilds. Year 2 for the Lions, not much has changed. Offensive line remains intact right now. We actually took Tyrell Crosby, who was a backup tackle. We moved him into guard, which is good because he got like I think it was Wagner here was like, hey, let's take him under his wing. So he's developed and he's starting to grow fairly well. Hockenson's here, chilling, superstar dev trait. He's the next Gronk. There's no other way to put it. We did see a 1-point regression from Matt Stafford, which is not a great sign considering he had like almost a damn career year and he still lost it. Wide receiving core looks good. Kenny Golladay, Shenault, Marvin Jones Jr. We also got Hollywood Higgins from the free agency wire, just chilling there. But it's a 7-8 offense, a work in progress. Defensively, we're looking pretty much the same. No real changes, I don't think. A linebacking core, we're trying. We are trying to get this linebacker core all together. And they run a 3. I didn't know what. Since when do they run a 3-4 here? Thought they run either way. Whatever. We're looking okay here on the defensive side of the ball. Hey, we got the division title year 1. Let's repeat Div 2. Midway point of year 2, and the Lions are absolutely not cursed this year. 6-2, starting to run away with the NFC North. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of shocked. I'm gonna be completely honest, and we're shocked. Contracts. So we got Snacks Harrison wants a 1-year, $15 million deal. We definitely want to bring him back. I'm not going to get too much more expensive than that, especially with Slay also wanting a 1-year deal. But he'll take his money because he's goddamn loyal. Kenny Golladay, big-time players, a franchise wide receiver. Marvin Jones, on the other hand, he's 30. He wants that's pretty expensive. We got Jared Davis, who actually had a scenario pop up, which we were able to earn him a star dev mid-season. So we're glad that he's developing. Taylor Decker at 26, franchise tackle for us. Actually, I have no idea how he's playing IRL. Lion fans, is Decker good? Is he all right? He's just been average. He wants more money. We'll pay him a little bit more, but we're not going to go too crazy. Beyond that, T. Stabor, Gator bias, don't know when he call it, but I've actually been trying to develop him, and he's pretty decent right now in our save, so I will try to extend him. And that will be about it. So we'll come back to the table for Taylor Decker and Snacks Harrison for sure. But that's a pretty good in-house free agency period so far. Year 2 has concluded, and we are back in the playoffs. Kind of annoying that we're an 11-win wildcard team. Looking at the rest of the division, we could have... This is horrible. NFC North is horrible. We could have won it with 8-8. Going 5... Well, maybe not 8-8 because they would have had the tiebreaker, but 9 wins would have won the NFC North. So... back-to-back NFC North titles. Again, kind of shocked with the success we've had with the Detroit Lions, but I'll take it. Stafford, pretty good, to be honest with you, even though his rating's nothing spectacular. Almost 4,500 passing yards, 30 touchdowns to 9 picks. I will take that. That's like that is the minimum. That's like the minimum stat line you want to see for a quarterback in a rebuild. A quarterback that is your assumed starter in your rebuild, like when you're trying to find a QB, whatever. Kerryon Johnson, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, almost 1,100 yards, 6 total touchdowns. Receiving, Kenny Golladay, beast, 90 catches, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, 980 and 9 from Shenault. Hockenson, 705. Kerryon, almost 700 yards out the backfield. That is quite ridiculous, but I will take it. Jared Davis, 106 tackles, 8 TFLs, 2.5 sacks on the season. We got 10 sacks from Snacks, 9.5 from Trey Flowers, 6 from Deshaun Hand. Now that I understand that we're running a 3-4, maybe it was just by ignorance. I thought they ran a base 4-3 and they ran some 3-4. I don't know. Maybe I don't watch enough Detroit Lion games, but those are all right numbers for 3-4 players. 4 picks for Diggs, 3 from Melifon, who's been ridiculous. 3 from Big Play Slay, 2 from Tracy Walker. Look at the yearly awards. MVP went to Andrew Luck. Stafford coming in at number 9. Coach of the Year went to Dan Quinn. What does Matt Patricia need to do to get this award? Offensive Player of the Year went to Mr. Todd Gurley. Matt Stafford coming in at number 6. Defensive Player of the Year went to Aaron Donald. We had nobody. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to random guy. Chanel coming in at number 2. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Artie Hood. Paulson Adebo coming in at number 2. So we had some great individual success, some great team success for the second straight season. But it won't matter if we go one and done in the playoffs at home for 2 straight years. So we're welcoming the last team we actually rebuilt, the 49ers, 9-7. We know that Mr. Jimmy Garoppolo can turn it on in the playoffs. Hopefully our defense is up to the challenge. All right, let's go. Maybe that's going to be a thing. Maybe the lines are going to be cursed once we get into the sim. But we open up with a touchdown, which is good. Our defense, which I would assume is the strength of our team, cannot stop the Niners. We get a quick score on offense. Stafford looks like he's feeling it here a little bit. Let's get into half of the lead. That'd be the great start. There we go, man. I'm taking this. We're getting tutties. Can we get a late tutty? A late tutty before half would be great. No points are not good. 4-point lead. Our defense is doing okay. Settling for a field goal there was brutal. 4-point lead still. I'd like to get a little bit more separation here, which our defense cannot. But we march right down the field, and they stop us. What? That we had not looking good. They're gonna be cursed. Okay, we're coming in. I'm sick of this. This is what it's gonna be. All right, that's gonna be the thing. We're gonna play good in the regular season, but then once we hop into the sim, we're gonna be absolute butt cheeks. So I'm coming in pretty rusty at this point, to be honest with you. Haven't played Madden in a little bit, so I don't know if this is. I mean, it's 4th and 8. I'm supposed to suck. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, there you go. Interception right to Quan Alexander, and that's. I mean, whatever, man. It was 4th and long. There's like a 10% chance that you're actually going to be able to make something happen there. But why, oh why, does this team have to suck in the sim? Still cursed. I'm saying that they're still cursed. Until they prove me otherwise. I mean, look at that. We threw a bad pick, but Stafford 3-3. Garbage, man. Ran the ball not well. Chenault's freak of nature as a rookie. Defensively, we were not great. Only 1 sack versus the 49ers. They had 1 sack, but they had 3 interceptions. So, yeah, Matt Stafford kind of screwed us in this one. Draft class in year 2. Another stellar one outside of 1 pick, which I'll show you in a sec, is actually not that bad. So in the first round, we got a 74 hidden dev linebacker. Now, what we know about the walkouts is the walkouts the same. So when you got folded arms, they're star. When they flex 1 arm, they're superstar. They flex 2 arms, superstar X Factor. I've yet to see superstar X Factor. I'm going to guess he's going to be a star dev. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but, you know, it is what it is. But he's a great scheme fit for our, now that I know we're running a 3-4. He's a 3-4 outside linebacker. Arizona State runs that 3-4. So he's going to be a great fit. Probably will be an instant starter right outside linebacker. Second round, we got a 66 guard. That's not bad. Like I said, anything above 65 is kind of what we're shooting for. We'll come right back to this. We got a 52 overall center in the 6th round, but he does have a hidden dev trait. It's probably a star. I actually can't remember what the walkout was. Final round, we got a UDFA that actually came out as a 69 overall. He was like top 30 in true talent. So that was also a very good value pick. But the best pick, and probably my best pick. And I could have waited and made it look better because he's projected to going in the 5th round. I just didn't want to wait because he was too damn good. He was a 76. He's at least a superstar. I don't know what the walkouts mean. He's at least a superstar. That's what I'm kind of feeling. 6'7", 320. So we made him Abraham Lucas, the right tackle from Washington State. You know, I actually kind of, for how much you can watch tape, because I was trying to see what Andre Dillard was about. Lucas looks very, very good and should be, you know, around this range, 3rd round, and has, with that length and the traits, could very well be a franchise tackle. So, looks really good for us, 88 strength. He's also a scheme fit. Oh, we run out. Everyone on our O-line needs to be agile. So this is really a home run pick. We got 2 new starters in the, you know, because we've been kind of light in free agency so far. The fact that we've had 2 really good drafts definitely helps us as we look to make it 3 straight NFC North divisional titles. Year 3, about time we are not one and done. That is our goal. I guess that's good aspirations. We're not worried about winning the division. I feel like we should be fairly confident in competing for that, but we need to be not one and done in the playoffs. That is top priority. Change on the offense, nothing too crazy. We have Lucas is our new starter at right tackle over Wagner. Chanel is an outright starter as we have no more Marvin Jones. Kenny Golladay has got a superstar dev trait, so very close to also getting that second ability. Hollywood Higgins, gonna have to step up. He's gonna be our third wide receiver this season. Defensively, what are we working with here? So we got Merlin Robinson is a new starter outside linebacker, has that hidden dev that we want to unlock. Our linebacking core actually looks really, really nice. Tracy Walker's probably been the biggest disappointment on the defensive side. I thought he would develop nicely. He's still struggling to get up into the 80s. Defensive lines, it's pretty good, high level. Corners, battling it out. Adebo, Coleman, and Tease Tabor. So, we just not one and done. Well, I guess we have to set the first goal of making the playoffs. But, I'm confident we can control the division. Just got to get that first playoff win, get that monkey off our backs. Midway point of year 3, 5-2 again. No bad start so far in this rebuild. Division's a lot more competitive, though, this season, as we are only a game ahead of the Bears and Vikings. So, we got our work cut out for us. Maybe the division's not going to be easy and hand it to us like it was last season. So, look at some contracts here. Snacks Harrison still is awesome. So, I feel like we're going to keep going one-year deal for Snacks and Darius Slay until really they're just unplayable. So we will have to come back with Slay, but at least we got Snacks locked up. Kerryon Johnson, franchise running back. He's actually been very, very good. Remember last year? Oh, there we go. Remember last year, Madden 19, you just couldn't get 1,000-yard runners. So far, it's been fairly consistent. Frank Ragnow, the anchor of our offensive line. Get him locked up. Deshaun Hand has been very solid, setting the edge in the 3-4. We'll come back with him. Ashawn Robinson. Got to remember way back when we shipped away Mike Daniels because we wanted to rock with him. Quandre Diggs, 28's getting up there a little bit, but 3-year deal is not too bad. We'll come back with him. Tracy Walker, we actually missed an opportunity to get him up to a star dev trait. He had one of those little scenarios, and we actually didn't hit it. Some of the defensive ones are pretty hard, to be honest with you. Beyond that, looking at all these contracts here, I think we will definitely try to negotiate with Tyrell Crosby. He's emerged as a very nice guard for us. And we'll come back to the table for Quandre Diggs, Deshaun Hand, and Big Play Slay. The lights are off because Matt Patricia is ecstatic that we got a first-round bye. Third straight divisional win, 11-5. Again, kind of have to look at the rest of the NFC North. They're just not playing. Like 8, almost yet again, 9 wins. 8 to 9 wins would have won the division back-to-back years. So that is something. Our team is 85 overall. Very good, very well-built team to pat myself on the back. Stafford, those are okay. Those are good numbers, acceptable numbers. 4,100 passing yards, 32 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. 1,300 yards, 13 tutties for Kerryon Johnson. He's been a monster. 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns from Golladay. Hollywood Higgins, almost 1,000 yards and 10 tutties. Hockenson, 730 and 3. Kerryon, 506. Down year from Chanel, who actually earned a superstar dev trait while not actually being that great. He was literally, I guess, only good the week that the scenario popped up for him to get 150 receiving yards. So that's something. Obi Melifonwu, tackle machine, 127, 5 TFLs, 3 sacks, and a pick. 100 yards for Jared Davis, well, 17 tackles for loss. A little bit of a mini Luke Kuechly season. 101 tackles, 5 picks for Paulson Adebo, 7 sacks from Merlin Robinson, our first-round pick. 5 picks for Paulson Adebo. That's huge. 3 picks, Big Play Slay. Our defense, this Matt Patricia defense, started to take over. MVP went to Todd Gurley. Kerryon Johnson coming in at number 8, Coach of the Year. Again, I don't know what Matt Patricia needs to do to win this award. In the AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Todd Gurley. Kerryon Johnson at number 2. Man, he has literally been a monster. Defensive Player of the Year went to Khalil Mack. Jared Davis coming in at number 6. Paulson Adebo at number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we had no one. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Merlin Robertson. We'll go with that one. So great, again, 3 straight years of good team success, good individual success, but it won't matter if we have 3 straight years of one and done, and we have another home game as we host the 9-7 Giants. What? So proving that the AI is still not where it needs to be, or Dave Gettleman is actually the worst GM in football, going up against the greatest running back tandem in league history in Saquon Barkley and Ezekiel Elliott on the same team. Okay, I mean, it's weird. We should be able to win because clearly they just only run the ball, and we have a good run defense. We have a 3-4 built to stop the run. So let's go. Hopefully we can get our first playoff win in 3 years. Pulling a mini Buffalo Bills here. Come on. Oh, okay. Can we do something? Can we tie this up at 17 apiece? Fourth quarter, we're tied. It's all about what team is going to want it more. Looks like we kind of want it more. 3-point lead with 3 minutes to go. We get a stop so we can... Oh, don't choke this. Don't choke this. Literally any points will feel okay. Any points will feel okay, or just straight up win because they only have a running game. Beautiful. 20-17. We get our first playoff victory. They have Teddy Bridgewater as their quarterback. What is... And they didn't even use Zeke. Why? Kerryon Johnson. There you go. You only need one running back. Kerryon Johnson will just do it for you. Hockenson had a big game defensively. Got some pressure. Merlin Robinson, sack and a half. As we are moving on. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, to the NFC Championship game. This is a big one. The Rams. Like, this is a well-built team that, you know, I don't know if we win. This is a loss that if we take this out, I'm not going to be living because the Rams are still almost, I want to say significantly, but a better team as we missed the extra point. Come on. You can't have that against the Rams. Okay, we are just not playing hot on offense. I'm going to be, it's feeling like it's going to be one of those Stafford performances where we got 3 picks. You know, oh, Matt Stafford, such a clutch from behind quarterback. Yeah, because he plays awful in so many first halves. As we're seeing right here, we need him to lead our offense. And quite simply, not leading our offense. Not standing up here and saying, you know what? It's about time me, Matthew Stafford, as I enter the twilight of my career, start to put it together. Because we are just getting controlled, dominated. The better team won. Very annoying. The Rams are still in that window. We are not. Stafford, okay, 3 touchdowns. No picks. We can't put this one on Stafford. This is the defense. The defense did not, didn't come up. Kerryon was okay, 73 yards. Kenny Golladay, 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Trey Flowers got 4 sacks. 6 sacks total on the defense. So, again, how did we lose this game? No turnovers. I mean, they did have more yards than us, obviously, because they controlled the clock. I mean, no real tail of tape outside of the fact that they were the better team. So I decided to pull the trigger on a quarterback. Just, there wasn't really much there at the first round. Stafford is getting older. We got a nice little scrambler quarterback there from Florida, under 6 feet. We're in year 3. I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that I grade him as a first-round player, but he is very polarizing if you watch anything about college football. So I'm not going to lie. This guy, he's going to be Tate Martell. So here's my draft recap. Gee, do I need to make a video on how to draft in this game or what? First round, we got our quarterback that we said we're gonna make, Tate Martell. Probably a quick a star dev. Sorry. Hey, we'll see how Matt Stafford plays. He's getting up there. I think he's like 78 overall. So there's a chance that he hits this wall, and we'll get Tate Martell out there sooner than later. Second round, we get a 70 overall defensive end, Tanner Stanley, as well with a hidden dev trait. I think that actually, I actually can't remember what the walkout was. I'm not going to be able to spoil it, but he looked a tremendous looking prospect. Also a scheme fit. Fourth round, we got a 70 overall wideout here. Keyshawn Rudd from Ole Miss, 70 overall. We got a 67 overall wide receiver, 67 fullback, 67 guard, 64 wide receiver, and our worst pick, we just took a flyer on an outside linebacker. It's like my scouting was gone. So all in all, man, outstanding draft for 3 straight years, which makes up for our lack of activity in free agency. And hey, we got Tate Martell on our team. Year 4, 3 straight div titles, best team in the division. Changes on the offense. We're going Lamb. Let's just reorder here. Get out of here. I don't want you on my screen. All right, well, Lamb's getting rudely blocked off, but he's going to be our new starter at guard. A little bit of a weakness maybe on the offensive line, but the rest of it is very good. As we highlighted at the end of the year, Chanel got up into a superstar dev, as did Kerryon Johnson at some point. He earned himself a superstar dev, which does it say when he did? Right there, Super Bowl week. Cool. Holiday's there. So the biggest polarizing topic, if you want to call it that, for the offense is Stafford, now a 34-year-old. I mean, his overall's never gone really much higher than an 80, and he's been playing very well. So I'm going to assume he's going to be okay. If not, we will have to pull the trigger on Tate Martell. We let Tate play all 4 preseason games, and he got his snaps there, only 94, I guess. But he's very close to being a 73 overall. We know he has a high dev trait, so we will keep an eye on that. Defensively, no new dev traits. I don't think our linebacking core looks very, very good. Other than that, yeah, everything stays. Unfortunately, I would have thought Adebo 5 picks last year would have got a dev trade increase, but I guess not. Creeping into that midway point of year 4, the Vikings. Oof. We're 7-0-1. We've yet to lose, but the Vikings are hanging tough. Right behind us, this is actually a huge game at home, week number 10. Our team's playing very well. I guess, maybe drafting Tate Martell was the kick in the ass Stafford needed, even though didn't really need one in the regular season. It's more so when it comes to the playoffs. All right, contracts. So I already see big TJ Hockenson wants himself a new deal. Definitely has earned him a new deal. He's been very good. Maybe not taking it to Gronkowski 2.0 levels, but he's been still outstanding. We will make sure we can negotiate with him. Still returning on the 1-year deals with Snacks Harrison, who wants more money. Big play. Slay, come on. All right, we got him locked up. Tavai has been pretty all right. Outside linebacker, solid. No complaints. Jesse James, you gone. Coleman, you gone. Hollywood Higgins, you gone. I just can't let Melifonwu leave on principle because he's been a little bit of a diamond in a rough. We got Stafford on a 1-year deal. We're gonna let him go. If he wins the Super Bowl, we'll give him a brand new deal, and he'll be our quarterback for the entire of the rebuild. If he fails again in the playoffs, I'm sorry, you can't just have one playoff win in 4 years for me to justify keeping you on the team, because we have a young upstart and talented quarterback. I mean, you might actually have to move into wide receiver in real life, but talented quarterback in Tate Martell. Just wanted to show you this. So week 16, we were able to get a big victory over the Vikings, moving to 9-5-1, which is top of the division. This is actually a big win for Green Bay to make sure we can win 4 straight division titles. This is the craziest performance I've seen in the sim. Darius Slay, 8 tackles, 4 picks, 2 touchdowns in the victory. Wow. So we're able to get the dub week 17, 10-5-1. That is a 4th straight divisional title for the Detroit Lions. We can make it 5-5. That's pretty good. Stafford, good. He's still good, but he has to win. He has to win the playoffs, or else we're going Tate Martell for the final year, because he's been great in the regular season, 4,100 yards, 34 touchdowns, 12 picks. Go win. And why is this hold A to reorder? Get off my screen. 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns for Kerryon Johnson. He's been an absolute monster. 1,100 yards, 6 tutties, Kenny Golladay. 908 Higgins. 707 Hockenson. Kerryon's been just ridiculous. He's been awesome. 506 from Chanel. Even just his stats don't meet up to where he's really at his development. 8 sacks, Trey Flowers. We got 6 picks, 4 in 1 game from Darius Slay, which has been insane. Andrew Luck at the MVP. Where to be found is Mr. Matt Stafford. But Kerryon Johnson, Offensive Player of the Year. Good for him. Stafford coming in at number 5. Defensive Player of the Year went to Jalen Smith. We had nobody. Offensive Rookie there, Nick Bullard. Didn't really have a lot of rookies anyways playing. Because my team's stacked. We're 91-91. You're not going to have many rookies playing. So, year 4, this is the final year for Stafford. I'm not going to play because I want to see the sim do its thing, and we'll be able to at least figure out if Stafford is some way, shape, or form cursed yet again in Madden. Just more so, he just doesn't play well in the sim, as we welcome the 9-7 Philadelphia Eagles. All right, let's go. Matt Stafford playing for his job. I'm not going to be super critical. If we can at least get to the Super Bowl, I'll give him 1 more year. But if we can't get to the Super Bowl this season, changing the guard. I don't know if that's ever happened in sports. Has the team ever made it, won the division 4 years in a row, and then goes, yeah, we're going to change for your quarterback. But that's what we're going to do. And I didn't put realistic rebuild in the title. So even though we keep this pretty realistic, this is all or nothing for Stafford. And that's what I want to see. So we got a touchdown lead here in the 4th quarter. Eagles tied up. Stafford, drive of his life. Do you want to stay in Detroit? Or do you want to just get kicked out of town? As we're tied up at 24, and Stafford 3-0. Okay. 39 seconds to try to get this game win. Oh, we're going to OT. And okay, here we go. Setting the stage for Stafford. Field goal ties it. Touchdown wins it. Let's go. Show me some magic. Show me you want to stay here as our franchise quarterback. And he does. Let's go. He lives for 1 more week. Matt Stafford out-duels Carson Wentz. Wasn't a great performance. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick on the day. We got 134 yards and a touchdown there for Kerryon Johnson. Hockenson had a nice day. Defensively, Melifonwu with 12 tackles, 2 sacks, Trey Flowers. Got a pick and a sack from Merlin Robinson as the Detroit Lions are moving on to the NFC Divisional Round. Divisional Round, get a rematch from last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams are already up to a 7-0 lead. We're able to go down and tie this one up at 7 apiece. Come on, this is exactly what I want. He can make amends to last year's crippling NFC Championship defeat here by getting us a victory over the Rams. The Rams still probably a slightly better team on paper, but, Stafford versus Goff, pick your poison. Who you think the better player is? So we've had 2 straight drives not end in points. Missed field goal. Oh my God. Stafford wants a change of scenery, it feels like. You guys hear that U-Haul truck pulling up? Looks like Stafford's going to be heading out of town here. Oh, he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Another exit. Disappointing exit. Stafford, 3 touchdowns. I mean, not really his fault, but play better. Play better. That's all I can say. You got to play better. You got 3 touchdowns, get 4 touchdowns. We win this game. Again, annoying loss. Tate Martell time. No other way to put it. Tate Martell time, year 5, Super Bowl or bust. So in free agency, literally there's only Ezekiel Elliott, and I'm not going to be the Giants where I just have 2 freak running backs. So literally this is like the least interesting free agency rebuild so far, without a shadow of doubt. But we've drafted very well. We got Lindell Dunbar in the first round, 70 overall corner, only a normal dev. Second round, this QB was freaky. I was like, I should draft him in the first round just cause. But he was still there in the second, so I figured why not? He only has a star dev if the hand gestures when you pick a guy are what they should be. But he looks like an awesome prospect. 6'4", 230, 90 throw power. You can move, 83 speed. Like beast. Looks like an actual beast. So if this was a long-term rebuild, you might get some legs here. Beyond that, we got a good guard. Everyone in the 60s, some late-round offensive lineman picks, just kind of padding my draft stats there. We whiffed on one in the 7th round. But overall, lots of depth added in this year's draft for a team that really is already set. So we got some nice players. Year 5, Super Bowl or bust time. It's something I literally never thought I would say. As the Detroit Lions look for their 5th straight divisional title, Tate Martell, one of the most polarizing, maybe the most polarizing quarterback in college football right now, for how the whole Ohio State thing, and then he went to the portal, now he's at the U. He's our new guy. We gave Stafford every opportunity to win us a title. Couldn't do it. We had to catch. Even the most diehard Lion fan that's watching this, like, oh man, C4 is actually really good with Matt. You can't justify blowing it, not leading your team, even though he didn't necessarily play bad in every single one of our playoff slots. He's probably bad in 500. 2 games he was good, 2 games he was bad. He didn't elevate the team. He didn't put the team on his back, put up an all-time classic performance. So we had to move on. We're going Tate Martell. We had great offense around him, bunch of superstars, Kerryon Johnson, Kenny Golladay, Chanel, TJ Hockenson, Abe Lucas, one of the best tackles in football. O-line is very good. So Tate Martell is working with a lot. Defensively, Merlin Robinson, superstar dev. He's a beast. 89 overall. Our linebacker core is very good. Big play Slay coming off really good productive season. Even though, what is he, 34 now? 32, sorry. Had 4 picks in 1 game last year. That was insanity. We did have a retirement on the defensive line. No more Snacks Harrison. That is sad that we're unable to get him a Super Bowl title, but this team's looking good, man. This is definitely the best squad we've had so far. And it's going to be... Can Tate Martell lead this team to a 5th straight div title and a Super Bowl? Well, we're going to find out. Honestly, I think I made a QB-proof team. I don't think it matters who we have back there. 95 offense, 89 defense. We're 90 overall. That is 5. I'm writing this down in my notes. I got a little spreadsheet. 5 straight div titles. The Vikings got Leighton Vander Esch in free agency, and they still couldn't glitch or script their way to a div title. So suck it. 13-3 with a first-year starter pulling a little bit of a Patrick Mahomes is Tate Martell. What? Huh? QB-proof offense? 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, then 9 interceptions. Those are similar like the first year we had with Stafford. So we're not missing him one damn bit. Running the ball, Kerryon Johnson has been a beast. An absolute beast. 14, almost 1,500 yards, 7 touchdowns. Let's look at the stat line here. He's been exceptional. So Kerryon Johnson in real life didn't get used a lot last year in real life. We gave him the lead back, and he has been, without a doubt, one of the best running backs in the National Football League. Top 10 at worst. Kenny Golladay, 1,100 yards, or 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. This guy had an all right year. Chanel, 708. Hockenson, 745 and 4. Kerryon, monster, man. Absolute monster. Jared Davis, good year, 120 tackles, 8 TFLs. We got 10.5 sacks from Trey Flowers. Picks were definitely down, not nearly getting the same production as we did last season. Yearly awards, Todd Gurley got himself the MVP. Tate Martell coming in at number 4. Sure, Coach of the Year, Matt Patricia just will not win it, no matter how many times he wins the division. Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC, Todd Gurley number 1. Tate Martell at number 2. Kerryon at 4. Defensive Player of the Year went to Ryan Connolly of the Giants. Okay. All right, well, whatever. We didn't really have much rookies. Let's find out who we're taking on in the NFC division round. We're going to be playing. I'm going to be playing as Tate Martell. So it's the Rams, a team that we have just, for whatever reason, developed a legitimate rivalry. We're hosting the 9-7 Rams as we're here, year 5 Super Bowl or bust with Tate Martell as the quarterback of the Detroit Lions. Let's get it. I hate this game so fucking much. You better make that tackle, Keith. And of course he doesn't. I'm simming this shit, man. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I played this, my save wasn't working, so I got the luxury to restart it. I was getting smoked. It's just not happening. If they can get past this, they can get past it. If not, it was never meant to be. I'm done with this shit. I'm not ruining my fucking weekend. Getting frustrated over a game that will not, no matter what I do, let me win. Aaron Donald every time is getting like 15 sacks. I got X factors on the offensive line, and they can't do anything. It's literally a turnstile. So they want to get done. They want to get done. If not, it's cursed. The Lions are cursed. They're a cursed team. They're never going to do much, and it's the way it is. Here we go. Win the game. Please win the game. Please win this game. We're up 4 with a minute to go. They're going for it, and we got the win. Me raging. They get the lucky second opportunity. Very rarely will I mess up my save and I get a retry. Got the retry. The Lions actually got past them. Full kudos to them because I couldn't do it, man. Too frustrated. Fearmongers, no thanks. Don't want to deal with it until it gets just nerfed slightly or give me more offensive line counters. Because you pretty much, it feels like you win the lottery if you get an offensive line with a superstar ability. And even that doesn't really work. So Tate Martell was pretty good. 294, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 80 yards and a touchdown for Kerryon Johnson. Kenny Golladay had a tutty. Chanel had a tutty. We got 4 sacks, 2 from Langford, 2 from Merlin. Who is that, first of all? But we got 2 from Merlin Robinson, a pick from Jared Davis as we are moving on to the NFC Championship. He's wide open. He's wide open. Make that grab. Kenny Golladay ties it up. It's a revenge game. The team that knocked us out of the playoffs last year, 95% sure, because I recorded it last night, was the Niners. So this is going to be a big one. Big morale boost. We can get in the Super Bowl, knocking out the team that knocked us out last year. Oh, that's a beauty. Let's tie this up at half. Our defense is not doing anything, but our offense is at least matching the output of the Niners. Oh, he's wide open. Oh, what? What? If you beanstalk, if you fall backwards, that's a touchdown. 3rd and goal, we got Mark Walton. I mean, have we ever got a... Oh, it worked. The change of pace back worked. Mark Walton brings it in. Go ahead, score. Come on, defense. If defense gets a stopper, we're winning. We're going to win. We won the game. We're going to win this game. Big dub. Shanahan, very upset. I mean, this is a team, we're just very familiar with them. This last team we rebuilt. We know what they brought to the table, but we're able to get revenge to last year's playoff loss. And finally, it only took 5 divisional titles in a row for us to finally make the Super Bowl. I was paying attention to the ticker. We're going to be taking on the Browns. That is going to be such an annoying game. But at least we'll know we'll beat probably the best team if we are able to get the job done. Tate Martell, 2 touchdowns, no picks. It was a clean game. Kerryon Johnson, 86 yards. Mark Walton with an incredibly valuable touchdown. Kenny Golladay pretty much had a broken play. Streaks, tutty. Rudd had a nice little play. Defensively, we got a sack from Robertson and Trey Flowers. No turnovers, but a dub nonetheless. So we're heading to the Super Bowl. Looking at this battle in the Super Bowl, very one-sided. They are a much better team. They have Myles Garrett, Odell, Nick Chubb, and Baker Mayfield as their superstar X Factors. They're also throwing in Denzel Ward, Coakley, their starting strong safety, Randall. Literally everyone on their defense is pretty much some sort of overpowered. We're working, obviously, with just a bunch of superstars. We have no X Factors. Hockenson, Merlin Robertson, Laviska Shenault, Kenny Golladay, Kerryon, Abraham Lucas, Tate Martell, and Big Play Slay. Backs against the wall where the underdogs get to put on that dog mask like the Philadelphia Eagles and try to bring this Lions franchise their first ever Super Bowl. Oh, that is... No. No, that was a tremendous interception. I can't get mad at that. That was an insane play and break on that ball from Denzel Ward. Oh, beautiful. That was beautiful. Excellent patience, good pocket awareness. Tate Martell, the Rudd, opening score of this Super Bowl. Oh, let's go. Who is this Rudd guy? Ole Miss product. He is... All right, there's always that one guy in the Super Bowl. Isn't it like a soundbite they say? There's always that one random guy that's going off, and it's going to be Rudd. 3rd and 4 on the 10. Would love to see my 96 overall tight end TJ Hockenson do something, which he does. Gets wide open. Terrible coverage. How do they not cover probably our best receiver? But cool. All right, 3rd and 6, down 3. We're in range. We're not going to do anything too crazy. I do like Hockenson yet again in the red zone. They don't leave him wide open. Oh, they do, because they put the least athletic linebacker on him. Lions back in the lead. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Oh, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Look at that blocking. That's why you draft wide receivers that can block. You get some guys that went to Hines Ward's wide receiver school. Learn how to block. That should be enough to seal the game. Come on, D. We're up 8. Okay. They get a quick score. Couldn't get the 2-pointer. I'll take the instant touchdown, but no conversion. Let's close this one out. All right, this is big. A first down ends this game. Kerryon Johnson can seal the first Super Bowl win in Lions history. You get good blocking. And there you go, Kerryon. Nice jaunt. Going for 120 and a tutty on the day. He might get Super Bowl MVP. The boys are out of the field. The clock strikes 0. That is another successful. I don't think we've ever started this hot. Another successful rebuild. I think we're 3-1. We lost with the Cardinals, which sucked because that was the first one. But we've won 3 straight rebuilds. The Colts, the Niners, now the Lions in a row. And who would have thought all it would take is to move on from the best quarterback the Detroit Lions have ever had in Matt Stafford, get an incredibly polarizing, almost, he's not the same, but kind of the same, Johnny Manziel 2.0, and Tate Martell. It's weird. Though it's weird the way the world works. It would have been nice to be able to get that Super Bowl title with Matt Stafford, but I'm sure anyone that had any reservations of us moving on from Matt Stafford, let's be honest though, when we moved on from him, he was a 75 overall and he wanted like $15 million for a 1-year deal. Shout out to Kerryon Johnson, your Super Bowl MVP, and definitely the all-star of the episode. For anything you can take away from this Lions rebuild is that Kerryon Johnson is an absolute stud in Madden 20. But yeah, moving on from Matt Stafford, probably had a lot of doubters, had a lot of haters. Tate Martell was able to come in, get the job. Plus, getting Tate Martell in the first round, it just so happened that the quarterback, the random QB that we drafted, fit his build and style. And I just thought it'd be an interesting storyline, interesting kink, and it worked. Look at this. Tate Martell hoisting the Super Bowl for the Detroit Lions. So I hope you guys did enjoy this rebuild. All the likes and subscribes and all that stuff, that would help me out a lot. But I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, let me know in the comment section below maybe what team you want to see next week for the rebuild. Probably be dropping one Wednesday, midweek, just for usually the first month of Madden 20. We do 2 rebuilds, a midweek and a Saturday one. So, we could do, I don't know. The only thing right now is I'm saying we're going to try and wait on the scrambling quarterbacks just because we're going to hope eventually with, the first or second patch that they make it so they actually scramble in the sim. So try to pick and recommend a team that doesn't have, like I don't want to do the Ravens yet. I don't want to do the Panthers yet because I want to wait until they kind of fix the game there. So let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the love and support. 100K. We got 100K this week. It's awesome, man. Incredibly humbling. It's on to the next 100K. Thanks for watching. Until next time, in C4, saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr. Consistent, I'm doing it big. Way too persistent on taking your bitch. Here comes a monster to scare all you kids.